Welcome everyone, Team 7 on another adventure.
Back from another adventure.
Back from another adventure. We're doing things differently this time.
Just a little.
Yeah, I was too lazy to record. Another vacation I don't feel like vlogging, boy, I'll tell you. So we was at beaches in Ocho Rios.
Ocho Rios.
Really Boscobel, but Ocho Rios, because who knows where Boscobel is?
It's Ocho Rios.
Yes, but not really. Sort of like the greater Orlando area. It's the greater Ocho Rios area.
Yeah.
So anyway, we was at beaches, and our first all-inclusive resort. We always talked about doing one. Of course, we love cruising so much. We're like, And we thought, hey, maybe an all-inclusive resort would be similar to being on a cruise. Yeah,
just a change of pace.
This is just a slight little change of pace. I will tell you one thing. I'll save it for the end. So we stayed at beaches, Ocho Rios, which it was nice. I had fun. Great beach. It's a private beach, so you didn't have all the vendors harassing you because, if you ever been to Jamaica before, those vendors can be pushy.
Yeah, you were definitely in a bubble while you were there, which was good. So you felt safe, but it had its drawbacks as well, I would think.
Yeah. So, and of course, beach was beautiful. Water was nice.
It really was.
Yeah, I was at the beach every day because I had no choice. It was hot.
Facts.
It was hot. But everybody thinks I don't like the beach. Like, I get that a lot. Oh, you don't like the beach. It's not that I don't like the beach. I don't like driving home with sand in my underwear. And if I'm in a all-inclusive resort with the beach right there, I don't have to worry about that. That's why when we do go to the beach, we wind up staying overnight because I just don't want to drive home all sandy. So you could say I like the beach, just not a fan of the sand.
Gets in the crevices.
Yeah, I don't like sand in my crevices. So, but anyway, back to the resort. It was okay. It was I don't know how should you put it. Yeah, definitely dated. You can definitely tell it's long overdue for a remodel. What do you think?
Well, most definitely. It definitely needs a remodel.
Definitely so. And while we was there, we heard that that's the only beaches that Sandals doesn't own. They're leasing it. And there's some kind of holdup with the remodel, I guess. Or maybe beaches want something and the owners want something else. Which,
Before we get into the resort, can we talk about the surface level issue about beaches, Ocho Rios, in comparison to Mahogany Bay?
Oh, the bus ride?
The bus ride.
I had no problem with the bus ride.
Holy cow. There is almost, depending on the time you get there, that bus ride is anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours long.
It's definitely, you got to say 2 hours. You definitely got to say 2 hours. The only difference is who's driving you. You have the driver we had. Yeah. Hold on. It's going to be fun.
Don't sit in the front. And if you do, just close your eyes and hold on tight. That is some scary stuff. We got there, right? What did they say? They don't drink and drive. They
smoke and fly.
Smoke and fly. And that's exactly what they were doing.
And he said he'll get us there in one piece, not in many pieces. And he did.
He did. Definitely the scariest ride, car ride, bus ride. Something's a little bit crazy when you have a bus going on incoming traffic playing chicken with the cars on the other side.
But you saw the bus had the right of way. I wish I could drive like that.
That's crazy.
I wish.
Anyway,
I would love to be a driver there. I
would never do that 2 hour bus ride. It kind of actually took away from time, right? You lost 2 hours.
Yeah. So 4 hours in total, and it's a give and take. If we was, you said Mahogany Bay.
Oh, what is it? I didn't mean Mahogany Bay.
I just thought about that. You said Mahogany Bay.
What is it?
Montego Bay.
Montego Bay.
Mahogany Bay is the port in what do you call it? Nicaragua. Anyway, it's Montego Bay. The only problem with Montego Bay is you're so close to the airport. All that plane noise. So it's a trade-off. Either you want to be Ocho Rios, and I guess that's for anything you do in Ocho Rios, because you're gonna fly into Montego Bay and then you have to drive across. Another thing too is, as they said about Ian Fleming Airport, there were I don't know. Somebody said they were doing something with it that they might allow bigger planes to fly there. So we'll see in the future. But yeah, I think the bus ride was awesome.
I have reservations about the bus ride. But I got there in one piece and not many.
Not many pieces.
And with that being said, I guess we can move into the resort.
Okay, so the resort. What about it?
What was your first impression when you got there?
My first impression when I got there was it's nice. It was nice. Mm-hmm. A nice entranceway. Lobby was nice.
Yep. We were greeted the moment we got there.
Yeah, greeted with towels. Get to wipe your face.
Yeah.
Gave us champagne.
Yep, they did. They did.
Yep.
For the most part, they had everything organized and ready to go. They broke us up in groups based on room category or like basically where you were staying in the resort, and they had everybody just basically escort you, which I thought was really nice.
Yeah, they give you a short little tour as you were going through. So,
yeah.
And that all started when we landed in Montego Bay. So they had their own little lounge there. We went to their lounge, they took our luggage, they put the tags on it. So by the time we got to the resort, they already knew where we were going and where we were staying.
Yeah.
You should do that pre-check-in.
I did like that VIP kind of express service there where we didn't really have to figure out where we needed to go or anything. We just went to the beaches thing at the airport, and then from there we, just followed
went out
our
to
guy.
the bus. That's it. Followed the guy out to the bus, got on the bus. Of course, it's funny watching everybody going to the wrong side of the bus.
Yeah.
Because, former English territory. They drive on the left side.
What was their saying for that?
The left side's the right side, and the right side is suicide.
Yeah, there you go.
So it looked funny seeing everybody going to the wrong side of the bus. But I enjoyed that. But anyway, we're back to the bus somehow. And then my first impressions was it was nice. You could see the little Sesame Street Kids area in the front there, and
Yeah, we did get there in the evening, so it was
like
kind of so it was a little dark. Actually, it was very dark now that I'm thinking about it. But the overall presentation and the way they actually handled us, I thought it was like spot on. From there, I would probably say, once I got over that initial, oh, this is great, like they're walking me, they're showing me everything. They took us to a room. That's where I say that when we started talking about being dated and need of renovation, in the interior room. So we got a Greek villa that was on the water. So
concierge.
So it's like a concierge suite. And I purposely got that room because it overlooked the water. We had our own lanai type of thing. So I was super excited about it. Once I got in the room, it was not what I had expected. At all.
The pictures in the brochure, which I actually see, are two completely different things. I mean, there's some footage that you see. I'm walking through the room with the camera with Kai's on the bed. It
is definitely not what it says in the pictures. Luckily, we're able to kind of look past a lot of that just because we were there for the experience. I will say, had I known going in that it looked like that, I would not.
We would have stayed somewhere else. We went to Grand Turk, or
else.
We would have did the Grill or something else. And we went to Jamaica because we're partial to Jamaica. Love the culture, love the food, love the music. So that part of it was great.
Yeah.
The people were fantastic. Everybody was so friendly.
Everybody in the resort was super friendly. Always willing to help and stuff. So I really liked that.
Yeah. So,
what do you think about the dining facility?
I think the problem is for me is that I'm always comparing it to something. Like I'm always like, oh, if we was on a cruise, I can get whatever I want at this time. The buffet area being open certain times and then close down for 2.5 hours and then open and then close down and then open and then closes early and then going to the barbecue place if you wanted pizza or chicken fingers or what do we eat? Or burgers. We eat burgers all the time.
Well, let's think about it. So they had a French restaurant. They had an Italian restaurant. They have
a seafood restaurant.
And then they had a buffet.
Yeah.
and then they had a barbecue place.
Yeah.
And then they had a place that made crepes. Right?
Yeah.
That's everything,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
for the
pretty much.
most part,
And
those themed restaurants, so the Italian, French, and
seafood.
those were only open in the evenings.
And they weren't all open at the same time, though.
Correct. They
They
rotated
rotated days.
that they were open. I think every single one of those that we went to, I think they were fairly decent, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think, which one was your favorite?
Probably the seafood one.
Yeah, that was
Definitely.
my favorite too.
Yeah, Neptune's.
Yeah, the seafood Neptune's was my favorite by far.
Yeah.
Before we were there,
Being Italian, I'm very picky with Italian food.
it wasn't.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad. It
Horrible.
just,
I think the
when you-
antipasta and the beginning stuff was better than the actual food.
Oh yeah,
like the
exactly.
salad bar and
the
antipasta.
salad bar and all that stuff. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. So that's just my take on it. You know, when you grew up with an Italian grandma that cooked everything from scratch. So
I will say the way that the food also was laid out. So if you're used to going on a cruise, you realize very quickly that you can eat a lot of food, like constantly. Here, the way the buffet was set up, and then if the buffet wasn't open during the day, you had to go to the barbecue place. It's that you'll definitely eat a lot less food,
Oh,
which
absolutely.
it can be a pro, right? And it hedges you or kind of eliminates the need for you to want to like just always go and try to look for something to eat, because the buffet, like, yes, you can go there, walk in. You had to wait for somebody to seat you. But the food there was, I mean, it was, average. And then the barbecue, if you went there, you were waiting at least 30 to 45 minutes most of the time to get your food.
easily.
At least.
Easily.
And if the buffet was closed, you're waiting probably closer to 45 minutes to an hour
Yeah.
for your food. So that in itself, a lot of time was just such, forget it. I'm not going to get anything.
Yeah.
Or if you do, just, okay, I'm going to get French fries, because the French fries you can get in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. There was one time we waited at the barbecue place. It was a lot. Bro, I can't even tell you. And then remember the one time we ordered burgers and fries and everything at like 10:30. We wasn't eating until midnight.
Yep.
Kid you not. It was like that. So the best bet was to just go and order something and then just walk away and come back. So that's what the kids did. That's what Kai and Electra did. They just ordered food and left.
So it wasn't horrible. The pizza was not good
Undercooked.
by any means.
Yeah.
The pizza, the calzone.
The calzone wasn't a calzone.
None of that was really good. However, they did make a good burger, and everything else.
The jerk burger was
Yeah.
good. I ate that the most. So and the Cajun fries. That was probably the most memorable thing out of the whole food experience was the Cajun fries.
And if you're a veggie eater like I am, you're probably not going to get a lot of that while you're there. Like, for the most part, they did have a salad bar, but I'm super picky about the
Your
way
vegetables.
my salad looks and the lettuce and stuff. And, some of that stuff just didn't look as fresh as I would have liked it. So I steered away from it. But, yeah. Overall, it was decent food.
Yeah. I mean, it's for what it was. We just decided, yeah, let's go to Jamaica.
Yep.
Let's get out of here. We go to Jamaica. Went to Jamaica. Decided to go to beaches.
I mean, overall, we had a good time.
Yeah, overall it was fun. I mean, the beach bar was excellent. The pool was cool. The pool was dated too. You know what I mean? That pool was in desperate need of some repair, especially the swim up bar.
Well, they had several pools. They had a quiet, more so adult pool that was in front of the crate place. Then they had the main pool that had like a swim up bar.
Swim up bar, yeah.
And then they had a water park as well.
Well, the water park was fun too.
Yeah.
I mean, they had water slides that had a little red-green water slide. Wasn't that high, but man,
Those things
it
were
was fast. That thing was quick.
They were very fun.
Oh man, I come shooting out of that thing several times. Yeah, it was fun. I was surprised. I jumped in it figuring, it's only about 40 feet, 35, 40 feet. How bad could it be? Man, I shot out the other side. It was fast.
It was definitely fun.
It was a lot of fun. And then they had a party there, a pool party one night. The pool party
was a lot of fun.
The pool party was a lot of fun for everybody.
If you like to dance.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. Like the pool was open, so.
Yeah, the pool was open. The water slides were open.
And even their entertainment staff was like getting in the pool and encouraging everybody to have a good time. So.
Oh yeah, everybody. They were having
a good
fun.
Time.
Yeah. Which is good for them. Good for them. They put in a lot of long hours. I mean, they put in a lot of long hours. So good for them that they have a chance to have fun and stuff and enjoy what they do. Everybody, of course.
You were mentioning something about the swim up bar, and I cut you off. I apologize.
Oh, I was saying the swim up bar, that main swim up bar, that's in desperate need of some repair and stuff. And
the size of it was great, and the area, like I think the concept is good.
Yeah.
But it definitely needs renovation.
Oh,
Tiles are falling out. It looks like it's starting to get like mildew or whatever that is.
Mold and mildewy.
Yeah. So
yeah. Starting not to look so appealing.
Fresh. It doesn't look as fresh.
Exactly. Doesn't make you want to swim up to the swim up bar.
It didn't stop us from swimming up.
It didn't stop us from swimming.
But it was dated, and that's probably the theme of the entire thing. Like it was dated, but we still had a good time.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you hear a lot of that.
That's who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we don't have fun. So we ain't going back on this Norwegian.
We're not even talking about
Which we're going back on a Norwegian cruise. But anyway, that's a whole other.
So you did mention about the beach. So you mentioned that like there's not any vendors, which that's good.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we don't
absolutely.
have to worry about any vendors. Like I said, you're kind of in your bubble. However, if you like to take walks on the beach, which I like to do, you don't get that experience, right? So they did have some area.
Yeah, as you can see in the video, the beach is really not that big.
Yeah, no, you're definitely in your bubble.
Yeah.
However, they do have some really cool amenities at the actual place, right? So you don't really need to travel out unless you want to do some type of excursion. They had a glass bottom tour, a boat tour, which we did. They had paddle boarding, they had kayaking. You could do a sailboat, banana boats, which we totally
fell off on the first turn.
Oh God!
And banana boat.
It was fun though. It was fun though. It was fun. So they did have a lot of those type of
that snorkeling and scuba diving.
They
did. There's a fantastic reef just off the beach, just not even maybe 1,000 feet away, where it just drops off, and they have an awesome reef there.
Yeah. So if you're into scuba diving or snorkeling, like you'll definitely have an amazing time there doing that.
Yeah. So what else? Anything else?
You got to talk about the beverages.
Oh man, that was forgettable. I
have to talk about the beverages.
That was forgettable. So I mean.
So obviously, one of the big perks about an all-inclusive is that you get all-inclusive drinks as well, right? So if you are a partaker in adult beverages, if you will, most of the time they did not have a lot. They didn't really have top shelf. The top shelf was rum.
Was Appleton,
Which is good. Like, I like rum, but, we're tequila fans. They had no Patron, really, which is kind of a downer, but it is what it is.
They didn't have no kind of anything.
No.
No Avion, no Bonitos.
All they had was, Cuervo?
Yeah, Jose Cuervo, which is distilled sugar. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it'd give you a headache and a heartbeat. So that was kind of a downer.
Yeah. And the only thing they had really was Tito's. And
we spent our time.
Tito's and Appleton. That's it. The Appleton Reserve.
Tito's and Appleton.
It's from Jamaica, so should have that. And that's it really. And then Aperol and Campari and other than that, everything else was kind of like their local brands or off brands or, from a distillery that distills thousands of different, for different companies and just slap a label on it.
I will say the concierge room that we had, they gave us a in-room bar menu for the mini bar, so we could just choose whatever we wanted. And they had some type of vodka and some type of rum. I clicked next to it thinking I was going to get these little bottles. They gave
you the whole bottle.
A whole bottle, like 750 liters.
What a spout,
with
too.
A spout. I have
Easy
never
pork.
seen that in my life. And it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to put those in your luggage and take them home with you.
Yeah, exactly. You think you would get these little mini ones, but no, they gave you the whole bottle.
Yep.
With the spout ready to pour.
Yep.
You want the wine and champagne? Here's the whole bottle.
Yep. They gave us a whole bottle of champagne. We got several wines.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. And if you're into energy drinks like myself, you don't get that. You only have Red Bull.
And you have to buy that.
You have to buy
shop.
it. Yeah. And the Red Bull is like $4, which I was paying for it anyway. I need my energy drinks, but yeah.
You know what they were missing in that place?
What?
They had no candy shop.
No.
If they would have, they could totally capitalize off a candy shop.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. All those kids running around.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
They definitely.
They had Sesame Street. You got to watch Sesame Street
shows. There was a lot
shows.
of Sesame Street.
Oh yeah.
So the
walking
reason
around every
why-
day.
So and people may wonder, like, why did we end up doing a beaches? So the reason why we had to do a beaches is because one of our kids is still under 18, and if you're under 18, you can't go to a Sandals.
Yes.
So just be prepared for lots of Sesame Street.
I don't know how it is at all the other places, but I know there
There's
was.
lots of
They were
Sesame
walking around every day.
There
They
was.
were everywhere. But that was fun with that. That wasn't a problem.
Yeah, I didn't have a
I had
problem.
my Sesame Street socks on too when I got there. I didn't even know. I had no idea. I had Elmo socks on.
What about the entertainment?
Entertainment was. It was what it was. It was what it was. It's kind of like the cruise kind of thing where, pretty much the same thing. Have people come out singing and dancing. Yeah. So it was what it was.
Yeah, so their main stage was actually outside by the pool. I will say, like, I don't know. I mean, it's something to do, right? I can get by entertainment. It doesn't really matter to me. It wasn't the best, but we had it was something to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely not what I'm used to seeing, like, on a cruise. And if you enjoy theme nights and things like that, like you have on a cruise, like I'll give you an example. Like typically most cruise will have like a white party or
Elegant nights.
elegant nights or 70s theme, whatever the case may be, right? And those people tend to go rather out on the cruises. They had theme nights at beaches, but nobody participated in them.
Yeah.
Nobody participated in them. So, and it was kind of like non-existent almost.
Yeah.
They did have a white party, which was on a Saturday, and it was headphones. How do you call this? Like
Silent party.
It was,
Headphone silent party.
It was it was a silent party, all white party.
All white silent party, I guess.
That's
I don't
the
know,
best way to
whatever
say
is.
it.
Yeah.
Which we had a good time. I had a good time with that.
There's some footage of it.
Yeah, we had a good time on that, like doing that. But I mean,
it was. I'll be honest with you. When we first did a silent party on the cruise, it was weird. But there, it was different.
I don't know. It's because of the music.
Probably could be because of music. So. But yeah, it was weird. It was weird on the cruise. The first time I went on, like, there's a video up on the channel. You can go search it. Like, we were just like, what? This is just weird. Especially when you take your headphones off, and then, and you
see everybody dancing, and you don't hear what's going on.
Yeah.
So for the outside world, it looks really silly, I think.
Yeah, as you can see in the video, because you're the outside world, so you'll be watching it. So, also too, I wish, like, we love music always playing in the background and stuff. We just like music, all kinds of music, and I just wish they had like some kind of music beachside. Because we kept going to the pool, like, oh, let's go to the pool so we can listen to music, and not necessarily wanting to be at the pool.
Yeah.
So, they had that. Oh, also too, the outdoor barbecue. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
That was really nice. I really liked that day.
Yeah.
And then the outside, they had flamethrower.
Yeah, they had a show. Yeah, with the flamethrowers and the jugglers and the balance guy. Contortionists. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually probably my favorite show.
It was. Yeah, that was fun. But that whole outside, fresh coconuts. Like, these coconuts were just on a tree. Like, literally just on a tree. Now you're drinking out of it. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, the food was good. The food was good that day.
That was that day the food that I had that day, I think, was probably the best that I had all week.
All week, yeah. My only gripe is that there was no oxtail. Oxtails got so expensive. And even on the Jamaican night, there was no oxtail.
Yeah.
So, whomp, whomp, whomp.
I don't think I've ever eaten oxtail.
No?
Mm-mm.
Well, you have to go get you some. It's like $27. Anyway. I remember when it used to be like 5, 6. Like, what's going on? But anyway, so as far as doing it again, we'll definitely do an all-inclusive again. I'm definitely opening to doing all-inclusive again. I'm definitely opening to doing all-inclusive where it's just, me and you, no children's. So that would be, that would be nice. Do one of those over-the-water bungalow thingies. I'm definitely keen to doing that. As far as would I stop cruising to do all-inclusives? Absolutely not.
No.
I mean, I have people, I know people who love all-inclusives, and we got friends and family members that always talk about how great all-inclusives are as compared to cruising. Oh, I don't like the cruising. I always say, my thing is why be on one beach all week when you could be on 3 or 4 different beaches in a week, And I like that aspect. I like something different. I like that. On the cruise, you can just get up and eat whenever you want, and there's bingo and trivia and all this, some of the stuff you really don't have to think about or provide any entertainment for yourself, per se. I don't know. I just like cruising. I'll definitely do another all-inclusive, but as far as I'm concerned, I know this is the first one, but I like what I like, and I know I like what I like. I don't see how, like we were talking about going maybe to the Hard Rock and Punta Cana. I don't think how it. I don't know. I don't know.
I think we should just give it a whirl. I will say when we first started cruising, you had reservations about doing different cruise lines as opposed to Disney, and then that kind of opened up. So
exactly.
I would probably say we didn't choose the best first all-inclusive,
but it can only get any better. It can only get better.
Exactly.
It can only get better.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, but I don't know.
And I like more of the party, fun atmosphere, like music. When I say party, meaning music playing and, a lively atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to just silence all day.
Oh, yeah. And that's why we choose, that's why we like Carnival so much. So even though we think Disney Cruise Line is great, but, this is going somewhere else.
Yeah. Reel it in.
Let's reel it in. So, anyway, that's what we think about our little trip out to Jamaica, Ocho Rios.
Rating
beaches.
From 1 to 5, what do you give it?
I don't know. I don't really do the rating thing. 1 to 5. For me, it's would I do it again? Would I remember it? Would I do it again? Go back to the same resort? Probably not.
No, I wouldn't.
Probably not.
Maybe if somebody else is paying for it, I would. But
would I remember it? I would remember the people. The people were awesome. So, but as far as the whole,
what does that mean?
Yeah, I just won't remember it. So it won't stick in my head like some of the cruises we've been on that I'll put that in the enchantment of the seas category, where cruise director was great, but I just don't remember the cruise really because it wasn't really all that. So what do you think? 1 to 5.
Well, I'm not giving it the 4.5 that TripAdvisor is giving it.
I definitely won't give it the 4.5. I mean, yeah.
Like I said, buyer beware. I mean, I would probably give it a overall 3. Like it's average.
It's average, yeah. And yeah, I guess.
Maybe a little bit under a 3, maybe 2.8, because I would probably say a 3 is something like it's average. You would consider going back, but I would never go back.
Yeah. Unless they remodeled it, and what you call it, just to compare it to what it was before. And Ian Fleming Airport became like an international airport where the plane is just you can fly directly there and be 5 minutes away, at Ian Fleming Airport and just avoid that 2-hour bus ride. Because that's why we didn't go to the grill. It's like 3 hours. I was like, I'm not sitting on the bus for them 3 hours. 6 hours in the day. Nah, ain't happening.
From Montego Bay?
No, from Ocho Rios. Remember we were talking about going to the grill
I know,
while we
but
were
I was
there?
talking about it's not that far.
No, but I'm saying to avoid that 2-hour bus ride.
Okay.
So that's that right there will keep me from going back. You understand what I'm saying? In fact, that would keep me from flying in and going to Ocho Rios, period. Mm-hmm. Because now you already know it's that 2-hour bus ride and stuff. Usually we go on the cruise and we're sitting right there. So I wouldn't do it.
Agreed.
So that's just me. So anyway, I hope you found our babbling informative. If you went there and you thought it was great or you didn't think it was great, let us know in the comments below. Curious to see what other
if you have any
think.
recommendations for future all-inclusives.
Exactly, yeah.
Leave that in the comments. That's really what I want you to leave in the
exactly. If
comments.
you've been somewhere you had an awesome time, leave that in the comments. And then we'll go there, and if we don't have a good time, we're going to blame you.
Everybody's experience is different.
I know. I'm just playing. Just playing. But anyway, so that's going to be it for that. And until the next adventure, which is in like 40-something days, we'll be on Marin of the Seas. Mm-hmm. Yep. So until that adventure, without the kids too. Nice.
42 days.
42 days?
Yeah.
Oh, you checked?
I just know.
Okay. All right. Until the next adventure in 42 days.
Yep.
Deuces.
Deuces.